Hi, I'm going to share with you the top 5 reasons of why reading is so boring. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is Webster, or you can call me by my nickname of Webby, and you're watching The Webby Show. In this episode, I'm going to share with you the top 5 reasons why reading is so boring. The very first one is because reading words are boring. Words are not interesting. If you compare words with pictures, which one would you prefer? Pictures. Now, another reason why is because we naturally remember pictures better. Now, if you close your eyes right now, don't worry, close your eyes, and I want you to imagine a clown. Okay? Now, open out your eyes. Now, when you imagine a clown, do you imagine the word clown? Or do you imagine a fluffy guy, colorful hairs with a funny white face and a red nose? Well, of course, we remember the pictures better. But the thing is, when you read books, okay, especially school books, when you start to read, you like words and words and words and words and words. All this content just fills up your mind and you feel very, very bored. As compared to when you're starting to read certain materials like in novels. Do you notice sometimes when you read novels, you're more engaged? Why? Because when you read novels, you tend to transform the words into pictures. And when you do that, you allow yourself to have this ability to imagine how it is. So like for example, if you're reading a novel like this, once upon a time, there was a prince. And the prince was handsome. And he was riding a white horse. So that's what happens. When you read just plain words, it becomes very dry, it's very boring. But if you read and you allow it to have pictures, you help yourself be more interested. Reason number 2, reading is not stimulating enough. Now think about it. We are all spoiled in today's world where all of us are given opportunities to learn and explore new information with so many mediums. Well, some of the information we can get from books, some of them we can get from articles, some of them we can even get from things like this, the video. Now think about it. Which one do you feel more engaged, more stimulated to watch? The videos or reading? Well, videos. Why? Because in videos, you get to use many senses. Your vision, your hearing, your thinking. It allows you to modify so many parts that allows the students to enjoy learning. That's why sometimes reading is a bit boring because it is not as stimulating as videos or other sorts of mediums where you can learn from. Reason number 3. Reading, for a lot of us that are not very professional in reading yet, well, most of the time we read very, very slowly. And when we read slow, we tend to notice that as we go slower and slower, this tends to make you very, very, very sleepy and very, very bored. And that's one of the reasons why we feel reading so boring. Because reading becomes very slow, and when it's very slow, it's very boring. Notice? The 4th reason why reading is so boring is because you get confused. Do you notice this? Sometimes when you read, right, you read the first sentence, second sentence, and sometimes because there's so many words, you jump and you go to the 5th sentence, 6th sentence, and then because you jump a sentence, you feel like the information doesn't make sense. And you feel confused. And the more confused you feel, the more bored you feel because you're so frustrated. It's like, yeah, I don't want to read anymore. And the 5th reason, and I think one of the most powerful reasons, is reading is like a job. Yes, especially for students. Imagine, as a student, you're required to learn as much as you can. And sometimes you don't get the full information in classroom. Where do you go? To the textbooks. And you read the textbook because it is a job. You're required to read the information for you to pass. So what happens is, as a student, most of us, we feel that reading is like a job. And because it's so slow and because it's all the contents there are filled with things that you're supposed to do, you don't feel that interested and it becomes very, very boring to you compared to reading things that you enjoy reading, like a novel or a storybook. So sometimes reading books like it's a job only serves to make you more bored of reading. Is there a way to fix all this? Actually, there is. And I know a simple yet effective solution to solve all these reading issues. I actually run live workshops that teaches students how to make use of effective learning skills such as reading. Now, about speed reading. Speed reading To a lot of students, they think reading very fast. But honestly, that's not the case. Speed reading is nothing about reading fast. Its main objective is to read and find keywords, the words that gives you the right information for you to score. Now imagine this, in your whole textbook, do you think everything's important? Well, no! It's only 20% of the information in your textbooks are actually what we call keywords, which is a good thing. Means to say, rather than reading 100%, you only need to read 20% of it. Think about it. Which one would you prefer? Reading the whole book or only the 20%? Of course the 20%. And how can you do it? Well, simple. If you learn the secret. So what happens is you can actually join our workshops. The details are the links below. I teach students how to make use of learning skills, specifically speed reading, note making, and super memory. So if you want to get those details, the details are in the link below. And if you like to get a copy of my DVD, Turbocharged Learning DVD, you also can get the details in the links below. Alright? So without further ado guys, again, like, share, and subscribe this video. I really appreciate it. So till next time, stay awesome and peace! Bye!